Hi, this is Melissa, your free range psychic. Today is Sunday, February the 11th, 2024. And today my guides wanted me to do a reading on Tucker Carlson, who has just visited Russia and interviewed Putin. Did anybody see that interview? So we're just gonna do a little bit of a look in to see what, we know what he's like. And now he's working with Elon, right, on Twitter. His career keeps on plummeting. But he doesn't seem to change, He doesn't take the hint. He just becomes more vile, as it were. So I'm using the Gilded Tarot by Cyril Marchetti from the Easy Tarot Kit. If anybody wants to get this deck, because it is a beautiful deck, look for the Easy Tarot Kit, because you're not going to find it under the Gilded Tarot. I don't know why. That is just how it is. And the Easy Tarot, I think, is actually compiled by somebody else, but you'll find it if you just know that name. And then we're going to have an oracle card from the Messenger Oracle by Ravon Fulan today. Okay, let's get to it. Surprise, surprise, of course. This is the subject card, the Devil. But there's also a clarification card here, which is the Five of Swords. So this is Putin. This is, devil energy here. And this is Tucker. And Tucker is fighting, the Five of Swords, he's fighting for the devil. He's a soldier for Putin. And he's offered himself up as a soldier to be knighted by Putin. And now he's working, this is his boss. He's working for this guy. Above the Lovers, so the expectation in this card is that, there is this love relationship, if you can call it that, love, being devoted and totally respecting and being in awe of Putin. And as a kind of reciprocation, the expectation is that Putin is going to lift him up. And he also thought that this interview was going to really be a coup for him. Sorry for the word. Maybe it's a little bit of a pun, but it would be something that would really lift him up in his career. You got this energy going on. And this has been going on for quite a while, I would say, since before the last election. And Tucker also has felt this way about, Trump, who's one and the same, a lesser Putin, really, but just as evil. So, in the past, so what is this all about? Like, what led up to this visit? This is about a continuation, a request, a talk about Russian election interference in this upcoming 2024 election, because really the Republicans have less and less and less. They are broke. They're crumbling everywhere. Their MAGA are dwindling, and they really need this. And Putin needs it too, because Putin wants to rule the world, right? He wants U.S. support for Ukraine to absolutely stop. He wants them actually to U.S. to put pressure on Ukraine to give up and surrender, and then they want to move through Ukraine into Europe, and they want to do it with the assistance of the U.S., not the resistance of the U.S. and all of that brings. So, this is really what led up to this visit. And so below here we look at money. We look at the dark money. We look at the contributors. This is Tucker Carlson, and this is all the money that he's raising. And there's greed involved here, even though he's a very wealthy man, because he is the heir to the Swanson Food Company. It's not just about Tucker, it's about raising money for Trump's legal fees. It's about trying to, fund the GOP, which is broke. But it has to do with raising money. And this is dark money. And I asked if it was oligarch money, but they said no, this is a GOP. This is, the people, the forces that are at work in the GOP. In the future, however, the guides show me, and of course, now we're in the year of 2024, and it's the year of karma. A lot of psychics, I think, are saying that, and my guides definitely are saying that as we're moving, further into the age of Aquarius, justice, and the 10 of Pentacles reversed. So the guides say this is the DOJ, now that kind of Tucker has drawn more of attention on himself, he's put himself into the limelight doing something that is extremely against the United States interests, that it's going to spark like a look-see into his finances, which they may have not really been focusing on him because they're focusing on so much else. So here we have the 10 of Pentacles reversed. So this is, the DOJ really looking into like where his finances are, what it comprises his finances, who's financing him. Is there something egregious going on here? Is he an undeclared foreign agent? There's certain things that, Tucker is not invulnerable to having the light shown on him and stuff coming up that is not legal, allegedly, or not kosher. So unfortunately for him, because of this visit and terrible interview, it was ridiculous. I don't know if you watched it. It was so boring too. It was Putin going into this arcane history of trying to justify why Ukraine is their possession. It makes I remember now. It makes no sense, and he blames Poland for the Nazis invading them. He really does. He just outright says it. Yeah, it was Poland's fault that Hitler invaded Poland. It was Poland's fault. Yeah, right. So the guys say that's coming up because he bought attention in on himself in this particular way. And then the clarification card is 9 of Swords here, and this is a lot of fear. Tucker has a lot of anxiety, and something about this trip brought him a lot of anxiety. It's never quite okay with being in Russia with Putin, because you just never really know, where the next window is going to be, the next person is going to fall out of it, even though, his narcissism, Tucker's narcissism is like, oh, nothing can harm me. It was nerve-wracking, and he felt very much ill at ease on this trip, and that he could be in danger if he said the wrong thing or whatever. It just wasn't pleasant for him. And then the future here is a 10 of Swords card. And this means being brought down by your own actions. You brought this on yourself, and then this has a devastating effect on your life. So that's what the guides say is coming up for Tucker, who what a short-sighted idea to do it this way. But Tucker Carlson is so narcissistic that he thought, oh, I'm such a great interviewer, and this is just going to legitimize Putin if I just sit down with him. But it was terrible. It was just awful, and it had very bad ramifications, obviously. And of course, Tucker Carlson's not like objecting when Putin says that it was Poland's fault that Hitler invaded them. He has to agree because, windows, poison, what have you. Okay, so that is my update or short update on Tucker and the visit he had recently to Russia to visit Putin. What's coming up for him? We will turn our attention to the oracle cards that the guides gave us from Messenger Oracle Guidebook. And this card is Seek Your Answers Within. Can you see that's a bear holding a heart? Seek your answers within. If you find yourself confused, your intuition and inner voice drowned out by the answers, wisdom, and advice of others, then it's time for you to step away. Withdraw to a place of solitude. Like the bear, it's time for you to hibernate, to go within and seek the void, and to embrace the silence that dwells within. Within that silence are the answers of your questions, and because they are answers born of your truths, they will be answers that move you forward instead of holding you still. Seek your answers within. Okay, you guys, at this point, I always bring your attention to the fact that I'm still doing personal readings. My information is below in the description box and at the end of the musical interlude, which is coming up. Also, I want to thank everybody who's bought my book, and anybody who hasn't, if you are interested, it's on Amazon. And if you do like the book, please leave a review. It really helps me there. And I want to wish everybody who celebrates a happy Valentine's Day. And Valentine's Day to me is a day of it's a day of compassion, of universal love, of the highest ethos of love. And so that's what I like to think about on Valentine's Day. Okay, I will be back next week with another reading. Everybody take care. I love you. Bye.